After the decline of Roman Empire, Nero took his own life, and Vespasian would end up ruling for 10 years. Titus, one of Vespasian's children, was dedicated to it, and soon after, they had a festival with 100 days of games, which helped a lot after the eruption that went off years ago. Colosseum was the largest amphitheater in the Roman world, unlike many earlier amphitheaters, which had been dug into the hillside for adequate support. The Colosseum was made out of stone and concrete and can also hold 5,000 people. The Colosseum was the largest amphitheater in the Roman world, unlike many other earlier amphitheaters, which had been dug into the hillside to prove adequate support. The Colosseum was made out of stone and concrete and can also hold 50,000 people. There were many fighters, mostly men and some are women. It has mostly enslaved people, criminals, and slaves of war doing the fighting. After years, now is a very popular place people like to go. 72 BC, the Roman Colosseum was built as the largest amphitheater in the world history. The Roman Colosseum was built for entertainment like the gladiatorial battles, but the Colosseum has more interesting secret history, which includes public execution of early Christians and reenactments of famous sea battles during the Punic War. Fun too in history because people made other things like the good parts of the Roman Colosseum, and like football fields. They're both made for entertainment. They're meant for a lot of people to watch, and other stadiums are influenced by the Roman Colosseum. But they have more violence and death in their entertainment than today's entertainment. Like how baseball has running and hitting a ball with a bat, or basketball that is dribbling a ball and shooting it in a hoop. But the Colosseum has battleship battles when the Colosseum fills with water in battle that are to the death. Sport and wit and some relaxation to rest men's eyes from the sight of human blood. It was plain butchery. The Christians were rounded up and put to death in the most horrific manner for the entertainment of the people of Rome. This evidence shows some good part and bad parts of the Roman Colosseum, like how they love battles and source of entertainment. But the bad part is that they love to see the death of Christians. That King Nero blamed them for burning for a fire, burning for 6 days and 7 nights, and burned 3/4 of the city. They killed Christians because King Nero did not want to be hated on. Kill him, flog him, burn him alive. The spectators roared. Why is he such a coward? Why won't he rush on the steel? Why doesn't he fall so meekly? Why doesn't he die willingly? This quote shows that it's normal that they see people killed. So when someone shows that they don't want to do it, they get mad and want something more. Then one person tries to kill the other while the others are running away. This would show that the Romans have it. It's a fun entertainment, but for Christians, it's the place that they don't want to be, because the others like them got killed there, and they got hated on, just because King Nero didn't want to be hated, so he blamed the Christians for his fault. This shows that they would do anything to kill them, but they prefer to round them up and kill them with lions and more while they watch them die. This is important because in my thesis, it says, but the Colosseum has more interesting secrets, including the public execution of early Christians. That may prove that it was the thing that they did consistently once they got Christians. The Roman Colosseum was a gift back to the people from Vespasian. This is important because it became something great and loved by everyone. People loved that they had hours every day of the Colosseum being open. In the morning, they had animal fights. For having lunch in the middle of the day, they had prisoners of war, abandoners, and early Christians they executed. And at the end of the day, they had gladiatorial battles. They also had seating arrangements. On the first floor of the seating, it was priests, emperors, and magistrates. Second row is senators. Third row would be businessmen. And the fourth row would be citizens. And the fifth row has women, and enslaved people and foreigners. They also took their design from the Greeks, who had underground tunnels that was powered by enslaved people to bring the animals up to the Roman Colosseum so they could be fought or killed.